Anonymous MGTOW here. I have a short message for everybody who wants to protect their privacy. As you may or may not have heard from others, you should not buy sealed phone units. I used to wonder why they bothered sealing the units up, and I eventually realised there is one reason they would want to do this. If the phone unit is unsealed, like the old ones, you could just pop off the back and you could simply remove the battery from the phone to stop any unwanted signals being sent from the phone. Now, if you cannot easily get into the phone, then you cannot remove the battery easily, thus you cannot stop all communications easily. Of course, if you're good with phones, you can probably find a way in, but the point is they are making measures to prevent this from happening. If you want something to think about, consider the following. A battery only requires two contacts, an anode and a cathode, or positive and negative for you less scientific folk. I have noticed that newer phones in recent years are using batteries with 4 contacts. The usual 2 contacts for power, but it leaves me questioning what the other 2 contacts are used for. If it were my guess, I'd say there's a second battery in there. I have not dissected one, but it would make sense, especially in the scenario of your phone running out of power. Perhaps your phone could still be giving out location information via a, quote, backup battery. Remember, a battery only needs 2 contacts, so the potential is that there is a small battery hidden inside the big battery. The theory makes sense. It is up to you whether you think the theory is correct or not, however. I would like to give you a short little story, however, involving one of my mobile phones. My phone was charging after it was on empty, so it started to charge. However, I turned it on a little quickly. The phone went to the startup logo, but then froze. And I tried pressing the power button, but it wouldn't turn off. It was just frozen. So I took it off from charging, because I knew that if you let the battery go empty again, it will turn off anyway. But what happened next is what got me to think about this even more. So it was unplugged, draining the battery, or so I thought. It took 20 minutes for the phone to eventually turn off from being on the full bright startup logo, even though the phone was on 0%. It should have taken only 20 seconds to turn off after unplugging it. This means something else was keeping it turned on, and I lay my suspicions on there being a second battery inside the actual battery. Thanks for watching. This has been a message from Anonymous MGTOW.